God bless everybody on YouTube. Thank you for joining me again. I wanted to share with you two visions that I had recently. One just yesterday, but the first one happened back in, I believe, January or beginning of February. That one, I call these things flash visions because they're just a flash. They're like just a moment. The second vision actually was a little longer, but the first vision was a flash. And what it was suddenly I was standing in heaven. I was just standing in heaven, and I looked around and I said, "Wow, that was so fast." And it felt in that moment that it was almost anticlimactic. And you think, how can that be, with standing in heaven, be anticlimactic? Because my anticipation was we would be here a lot longer. I was anticipating going through more of the tribulation than apparently I did. And I was like, weren't we supposed to do all this, stuff? And okay, that was the first vision. The second vision I had yesterday, and let me put it in context. I'm a little bit messed up there. Let me put it in context. We were having communion. This was my prayer group, and I were having communion yesterday, and before the cup came around, before we did our little drinking of the grape juice, we were praying, and the man kind of leading this said, can everybody just say something about the Lord, thanking him for what he did on the cross for us. And it was a blessed, highly blessed, supercharged, Holy Spirit inspired meeting, okay? And right before we took the cup, I had another vision. And this time in the vision, it was kind of breathtaking because it was a longer vision, and I was seated at I'm not going to say ginormous. I get so upset when people say that. That almost came. A very, very long table. I mean, incredibly long. I could not see the ends of this table, okay? And there might have been even multiple tables. I don't know. All I know is this table went on for eternity. It just went on and on and on. And there were people sitting on both sides of the table in chairs. The table was fully loaded with plates and silverware and goblets of wine. And as if a banquet had taken place or was taking place. I can't remember in the vision if there was actually food on the table. Because I was so concentrating on actually how I looked in the vision, because number one, I was a whole lot thinner. It was probably my normal, what I should be, perfect weight, which I've never been in life. and I was wearing this amazing princessy type of very, very modest, not frilly, very plain actually, white dress, form-fitted sleeves all the way down. It reminds me of something like you'd see in The Princess Bride or something. It was just a long gown, white. And I stood up and I grabbed my very beautiful, it looked like pure gold, adornedly. It was just a beautiful goblet, wine goblet. I picked it up and I held it up. And I stood up and I said, "You said you would not be partaking in this cup until you are with us in heaven, in your Father's kingdom." And that was the end of the vision. I did not see Jesus, but I know I was directing my toast or whatever, or my speech directly to him. And I'm just here to encourage you. I was one of these people I've been all over the board when it came to the rapture. I've been pre, mid, post. I've been all three. I don't know. I didn't know. But I think I know now. I think I know, because the Lord, I've been asking him, show me more. Show me more, Lord. Help me know more. Help me understand your timing, how this will work. Please help me know. And from that first vision to this vision, arriving in heaven, and then being at the marriage supper of the Lamb. That tells me, okay, we're getting very, very, very close. And I think what the Lord is showing me from that first vision, that I was so surprised that we hadn't done all the stuff I was anticipating we would have to do. Like going through the tribulation, like fighting a lot of, fierce spiritual battles, like taking on demonic forces, big things. I was anticipating doing all of that because I figured we're going to have to live through some of this. I don't know how much of it we're going to have to live through even now, but I'm saying it's less than I thought. We just celebrated Passover. And we're about to, this is the week we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then after that, Pentecost, where the Holy Spirit was poured out. I truly believe that there's something going, that the Lord's trying to show me something. And I don't have all this unpacked totally yet in my heart or head, but I want to bring this to you because some of you may already know. Some of you may have already gotten vision or understanding from the Lord. You may have been given greater insight. But in Revelation 5, that's when he's still called the Lamb who was slain. He takes and breaks the seals, right? It's not until Revelation 19 that he's King of Kings and Lord of Lords, okay? There's something that happens between the scrolls being opened as the Lamb and becoming the King of Kings. Now remember, we're going to the marriage supper of the Lamb. We're going to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And yes, he is King of Kings, but he hasn't been crowned King of Kings yet. That's after. That's right when he comes to take Revelation 19. That's the period of time he comes. So I'm very, very, very excited and very encouraged with these two visions because it is telling me something I did not know and I was so unclear about. God is so good. And I was prepared. And I just might cry. Because I was prepared to do whatever I had to do for my King, my bridegroom. He died for me, and I was prepared to die for him. I was prepared to go to the guillotines or whatever I had to do to stand for him in these last days. But I think what the Lord's been showing me is that we're not going to need those who are searching for him, those that are reaching for him, those that are really pressing into him right now, those that are getting into that secret place of the Most High. He's coming for a bride that was without spot or wrinkle. He's coming for a bride. Invitations are sent out to the guests, but the guests are not the bride. The bride was chosen of the Lord from the foundation of the world. The bride and people who become saved are. But I'm saying there's a difference between the wedding guests and the bride. I'm talking to the bride right now. Those that have gone the extra mile. Those that have really loved on Jesus Christ. That want to be in his presence. That long for him. The bride of Christ. The ones who are right now making themselves ready. Remember the 10 virgins. 5 were ultra ready. They prepared in case they needed to go through the entire night. They brought enough oil in their lamp to get them through. But the 5 foolish were not as dedicated, were they? They didn't prepare to think of all the scenarios that could possibly happen so that they're ready to go when the time came, and they missed it. I'm talking to the ones who are wise now. The ones preparing themselves and looking for spot or wrinkle. Clean, clean, clean. With having put everything under the blood of the Lamb. Everything. under the blood. I'm talking to you. The marriage supper of the Lamb is ready to go. I'm not kidding. I've had friends who have talked to me about their visions of heaven. They've seen the table. One's seen the table. One's seen that it was, and nobody has seen it with fully loaded with plates and people around it. But the Lord showed me that. We were there. It was happening. It was happening, and we were about to partake of the cup that Jesus has been waiting to partake with us in the new wine. In heaven, when we come together for the marriage supper, we are so close. And I'm so thankful because God is so good. And He's not going to let us suffer as badly as I was prepared to suffer for Him. We are between now, you know, you had the day of unleavened bread. Get all the trash out. That means sin. Get the sin out of your house. Get the leaven, the sin out of your house. It's not about your physical house. It's about this house. It's about this temple. This is the temple. We got to get clean. This is the one that gets all the sin thrown out. Search yourself. This is the point where you search yourself. And if there have been something that the Lord's been talking to you about over and over in your life, and you have put it off and not wanted to do it, now's the time to do it. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You don't know when the Lord will call home His bride. You don't know. It could be in the next hour. You don't know. Don't have anything. No leaven, no sin, no thing unfinished. Get it done. I'm telling you, get it done now. This is no more time to play church. No more time to play Christian. You're either a Christian dedicated with everything in your heart, everything, prepared in every single way. There's nothing that is hindering you from being next to Jesus Christ. No sin, nothing. Because you've all put it under the blood. You repented of everything. That's all it takes, you know, is repenting and turning away from those things and not going back to it. Don't let it have any foothold in your life. You have to renounce all of it. If you've been into witchcraft, if you've been into things, and trust me, witchcraft is big because it's everywhere, all around us, and it's growing fast. With all the Harry Potter trash, if you have anything like that, please burn it. Anything that was used in rituals or spells or if you've erected any altars or done anything in your home, if you have played around with witchcraft, get rid of every single thing you used in those rituals. You've got to clean your house. I mean it. The time is now. Don't miss this because you want to hold on to trash from the past. Get rid of it now. And I mean burn it. Get rid of it. Don't let anybody else get a hold of it to learn from it or have anything to do with it. It is critical. It is critical. We are at that very close time period where the Lord is going to remove His bride from before the wrath comes. There's this huge falling away from the faith already, as we know. And that lawless man, maybe it's the lawless system, maybe it's the beast arising that's arising around us. And trust me, we are despicable in the sight of God. He can't take any more. You and I can't take any more from what we know. I'm telling you what I saw on the border, not letting reporters come in, seeing children wrapped like potatoes on the floor. Were they drugged? Because none of them were moving, if you notice. We're despicable in the sight of God, and He has no more to do with us who follow this evil system to its final destination. We have got to set ourselves apart and speak up for Jesus Christ right now. Now is our chance. Now is our time. This is our time to arise, to be walking with the Lion of Judah. You know, He's coming back as a judge now. We better be on the right side of this and not have anything that He would judge us on. We have to be right with the Lord. Get right. That's my message today. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? I'm just so excited because I feel like the Lord has answered a big, deep question in my heart. And he's more wonderful than we ever knew. He is. That last push or whatever happens is with the 144,000. 144,000 in the light of the world, those laborers are few compared to the world. But they'll accomplish what they have to accomplish. But right now, you and I, as the bride of Christ, are waiting for our King to return. Take a look at yourself and make sure you're right. Don't worry about the next guy if you're not right. Get right. It's really important. I love you, my brothers and sisters. I love you so much. There's great judgment coming. And you want to be among those who are counted worthy to escape all of these things coming on the earth. God bless you. God keep you. God make his face shine upon you and give you great peace. I love everybody. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, I want to share one more thing that I kind of got reminded. When I have my group, I'm rushing. This kind of goes along with everything. I'm rushing, trying to get ready. And I'm always thinking, I'm maybe not going to make getting ready for when the first person walks through the door. Almost every single time that I prepare for this and I get ready, I put the last cup away in the cabinet and the first person walks in the door. And the Lord used to say to me, I'm not coming until you're ready, right? We must be getting pretty ready, ladies and gentlemen, because yesterday I was not ready and I was still busy doing some stuff when my friend walked through the door. And the Lord said to me, ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here he comes. Be ready. God bless you. God keep you. God make his face shine upon you, like I said. I'm not kidding. This is critical. Critical. You got to get right with the Lord right now. Lay it all down. God love you. Bye-bye. I hope I see you again. If I don't see you here, I might see you there or in the air. God bless you.